Well, great morning, everyone. Today is Hogalishi Day, so you know what that means. I won't be doing many readings this morning because I never know what topics we're going to read on this afternoon. But I'm going to do a quick card pull and we'll just look and see what they have to say for this morning. So the reading's about what's being studied. Energy coming into it is the White House. Ruffle shuffle these and let's see what is above it and the foundation of this. So what's being studied? Is this being studied by the White House or about the White House? It could be the White House because there is a big shakeup going. Yeah, government. Government, narcissism, and hidden truths. Hidden truths. Hidden information, deeper information. What's going on today? Things are rapidly moving. The challenge is, the desires. Rapidly moving desires. Fireworks. Toxic. Okay, so I would say this is probably what's going on in the White House. Big shakeup happening. I guess Stephen Miller was not invited to the party of this meeting. Potential outcome of victory. Outside influence and abuse of power. Above it, the light dawning. With what's flowering. What's driving the reading are the things done by the dark of night and the wealth. The wealth of the evidence, a wealth of evidence. So the light is dawning when it comes to their victory, which came by an abuse of power. What's flowering? Foundation is, again, deeper knowledge that's going on, that's toxic, that's flowering. Above it, government explosions. The light is shining on that now. Studying White House, rapidly moving about the desires. Okay, victory when it comes to this. Sometimes it's abuse of power, but it's also about taking control. About taking control. So I would say maybe this is Susie Wiles. I'm so bad with names. Susie Wiles getting a victory with taking control. Okay? Because Stephen Miller was left out of the equation when it comes to this. So let's go ahead and read. I'm going to read the energy of this. It looks like possibly Gnome is on the chopping block. Perhaps Stephen Miller. I guess Trump was saying now we shouldn't have guns. So let's see what we see. the energy of it is a doorway. A doorway. Underneath crossing it is about sacrifices. The deception. Crossing it, the short-term success they had with their deceptions. The sacrifices. Above it, the community. The foundation is, yeah, walking away, Trump. Going into it, the dark mindset. The documents. Now I think this is just about the evidence, the videos, promises being made, the knowledge, the law, the knowledge being walked into. Going forward, the clock is ticking on what's flowering. Above it, what's new. Foundation about protection, and what's driving it is this younger element where they're going. So I would say there's going to be a shakeup. Okay, because there are promises, new promises going to be made to the public, and the knowledge. And it looks like Trump is actually going to have to acknowledge the law and about protection. Looking at this young now, I think the short-term success when it comes to this could be about pretty, it could be about good, it could be also, I'm feeling something to do with the ICE agency, Holman, all of that going on. People are going to be, sacrificed about this because there's too much evidence out there. The doorway, the deception they put out to the public, and the timing of things that are flowering now. Okay? So, yeah, shake-up coming now when it comes to the White House dealing with ICE agents, etc. So that's what I'm getting this morning. Some sort of a shake-up, something new that they're going to be promising America. Because, why? Because Trump wants to try to look like the good guy now, because he is really taking hits because of this. Yeah. Rapidly moving, the mental spin about victory, could be the information coming out, and the lid is off. Yep. So information is coming out rapidly. The lid is off, looking at this based on the desires, wanting a victory, of course, because he's underwater. So charging forward in action when it comes to trying to control the long term of this. Above it, left wanting. Okay, outside in the cold, left wanting. It's a tower moment. He knows this is a tower moment because the lid is off with this, and people are pondering this, feeling loss. Okay, he's feeling loss. So it comes to the those in power and taking control. Okay, again, this could be Susie Wiles out there trying to talk some sense into it about taking control, what needs to be done, because this is an absolute tower moment. The lid is off, the evidence is seen, they're out in the cold when it comes to the desires, the things he's been pushing. And so that's where I'm going to leave it today. Let's see who gets the axe, and we'll watch them, the implosion over there today, as they're trying to throw each other under the bus and trying to figure some way out of this conundrum, because people are not just going to accept their lies and their spins about, oh, he had a gun, he was out there to shoot the agents, they have a right to protect themselves, yada, 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 yada. When we saw clearly the evidence is out there, the video's out there, they disarmed him and then shot him in the back multiple times. He was not armed when they shot him. He had never taken his gun out, so he was not a threat to them. And their BS narrative that Stephen Miller was concocting and having them put out there was an absolute fabrication and lie. And the evidence is clear. So on that note, I'll leave that here, but there is a shakeup going on there today. Fireworks in the White House as each one of them tries to throw the other one under the bus because somebody's going to be axed and fired. On that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.